my way, I walk my walk, I'm a woman snack. No time to talk. Snacking alive. Snacking alive.
Welcome to Snackboy. Recently, remember the other day I had no shirt on, and today I'm wearing a shirt. But what I'm going to do at the end of this snack, and this is a family snack, so if you're with someone who should not be seeing ass, butt, some white vanilla suburban boy butt, do not watch the end of this snack. I don't mean to terrorize anyone with my big white non-tanned ass. So this is what's going on. When I was young, before there was Blockbuster Video, before there was Video 1, 2, 3, ABC Video, before there was, Hollywood, there was Erols Video. And yes, we know that Erols is now an internet provider, but Erols was the first of the Blockbuster, giant, it was before Blockbuster, this giant chain of video stores. Many of you remember, but some of the kids who watch may not have been Erols aficionados. But when my family got its first VCR, which is this huge, 500-pound metal monstrosity that at the time looked very modern, we would go to Erols, and this guy named Carl was our family friend, and he always helped us pick out cool movies, and Carl was our buddy, our pal. Well, one day, this new woman came in to manage Carl, and she was the new manager of Erols in Wheaton, Maryland, where we would always go. Now it's a paint store, but back then when it was Erols, Mom would always bring Kenny and I, and she'd be like, hey, come on, guys, come on, my little buddy boys, time to go pick out movies at Erols. And we go, Erols, 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 Erols. And we went to Erols this one day, and I wanted to see this movie called Sharky's Machine with Burt Reynolds. And so I had been told about Sharky's Machine by Carl a couple days before, and I just hate to tell you this, but I've always known what hookers and prostitutes were, ladies of the night. Not out of, experience by the time I was, that age, or I'm not even saying I've been with whores now. Do I need to? I guess sometimes. But anyway, so what happened was, I was in there and I was like, I want to see Sharky's Machine. And my mom said, what's that one about? And I said, it's about how Burt Reynolds is spying on this prostitute. And remember, I was like 8 or something. And this woman, the new boss at Erols, Carl's boss, was like, what? And she leaned over, got in my face, and she was like, young man, what did you just say? And I said, Sharky's Machine is about these prostitutes. She was like, no, how old are you? How old are you? And I've always looked younger. I've always looked a little younger than my age. I'm now 26, going on 27. And I've always looked like I was maybe, at least 4 or 5 years younger. And so I probably looked like I was 5 or 6. And I was like, I think about these prostitutes. And she was like, oh, no. How do you know what prostitutes are? And she whipped up and gave us a horrifically mean look to my mom. And she was like, oh, are you his mother? Are you his mother? And my mom was like, yeah. And she's like, your boy just said prostitute. And my mom was like, I know, I heard him. And my mom's a fairly prudish woman. She's like this PTA. She's like, she's Sunday school teacher too. We all know that. And she was like, it doesn't mean that he goes to prostitutes, ma'am. He just knows what they are. And the woman's like, no. And she goes, don't repeat that word. Don't repeat those phrases. You're too young. And she's freaked out. And my mom was like, I'll be the judge of what my son says. And if he wants to say prostitute or whore or hooker or tramp or smutly woman of the night, he can. It doesn't mean that he gives any of his allowance money to purchase them. And the woman was like, oh, just flipping out. Well, I guess it's that time. It's almost closing on 5 minutes now, and it's probably time for me to just bear it. And I want to warn you people, it's not a pretty sight. This butt is as pale as they come. It is just pale and I'm not ready to be stripping at the Hanger Club. I'm not ready to have the ladies tucking the dollar bills in my white starched Love Boat socks. No, I'm not ready for that, but I promised I'd be nude, and it's time to come through on that promise. So here it goes. All right, look away for those of you who don't want to see it. Here it comes. Here we go.